Hi guys, going off topic this week. We had been discussing death this week, which fascinating topic. Considering we're not dead yet, but the idea of being dead scares a lot of people, and I can't quite remember how this idea popped into my head, but I was reading an article about holding space, the sacredness of holding space with someone with the intent of healing. And it really got me thinking about the idea of sharing space with someone in general in our daily lives. I was actually standing at the counter about to pay for my Dunkin' Donuts. I was at class early and wanted to try the Reese's donut, which was disappointing, FYI, totally. The cruller wasn't bad, but those are my favorite, so like those. Cinnamon apple, again. However, anyway, I'm standing there ordering my donuts, and I was thinking about simply the place where I was and how many other people had come before me that morning, I'm sure, and the line of people that were behind me. And it made me realize that if we thought more about that in our daily lives, how it would be easier to reconnect with people in general. Because there's pretty much not very much space on Earth where someone else hasn't been at any given point in space and time. There just isn't. I mean, the world isn't that big anymore. There's a lot of people. Wherever you're standing or sitting right now, someone has been there in that exact spot before. You are literally sharing space with someone, okay? Especially as we go about our daily tasks, getting gas, buying groceries, dropping off the kids at school, and it's meant to serve as a reconnection idea that we're not all so different if we would give ourselves the opportunity to speak to each other. It's funny, I ask people in class, but other people in class sometimes, and they're like, oh, I didn't know they worked for so-and-so, or I didn't know that they had this particular hobby that I brought up because I thought the other person would be interested. And I'm like, how do you not know that? And one of the guys literally told me, he's like, I don't really talk to people. I come here, I work hard, I have fun with my friends, and then I go home. And I was like, you're missing out. You are missing out. You are not embracing the fullness that life is if that's all you're doing in life is going through the motions and that's it. That's not you're missing out. So I want to prompt each and every one of us as we go through our day to think about the idea of sharing space. If you're in a cube farm in an office, who came before you? Who's going to come after you? What if you swap spaces with somebody? What about when you're in line at Target? How many other customers has the register person in front of you seen that day? A lot. And the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. Target's a busy place. Same thing with Dunkin' Donuts. We are sharing space. We are doing similar activities to everybody. Sure, some people prefer Walmart, but we don't like those people. No, I'm kidding. It's the idea that we're all not dissimilar. It's not black versus white. It's not Target versus Walmart. It's not pumpkin spice versus everybody else. It's us together, realizing that our lives are ridiculously similar and that someone else that you know has probably been through whatever you're going through right now, whether that's good, awesome, not so awesome, pretty crappy, or seriously crappy. Somebody has been there before you. And that gives us the opportunity to connect with people. And a lot of us are fearful about doing that. But how else do you expect to enrich your life if you don't include other people in it? Again, there's a time and a place to be a hermit. But even then, you reach out to people. And that's the point. So, in honoring the idea of sharing space, I want you particularly, you watching this right now, particularly to think about it for the rest of the day, for the rest of tomorrow. You know, when you're driving down the road, maybe someone famous has driven down this road. Probably. You know, maybe it was one of your ancestors. Who knows? If that interests you, look into it. Ask somebody. You know, maybe the road is famous for something. Who knows? Until you ask and find out. So just a fun, humbling message and project to think about. You know, we are never ever alone. Never. And even if it's through the idea of space and time, realize that we are sharing space with someone. Truly. Yeah. Even the dogs. But they were giant bed hogs last night, so that's their space to start with. Yeah. So, instead of holding space, which again, a very revered and sacred tradition, especially when it comes to the healing arts, my point being that sharing space is just as sacred, not as intimate, but just as sacred to remind us of our interconnectedness. Ta-da! I know, a light bulb moment. Light bulb. I love you guys. I hope you're having a wonderful week. It's Tuesday. Oh man, it's Tuesday already. And it feels like I'm already halfway through October in my brain. So keep it up, keep going. We're moving full speed ahead now that all the planets are... We got things to do. Get on this. I love you. Have a great day. Bye.